Hi everybody, all my friends out there. I love my crafting friends and this time together. This is our third day in a row that we are doing the summer stamp camp. So it is one that I've never done this way before. So I am valued all of your feedback for those of you who took the camp and had it shipped to you or the ones who got to watch along. Usually when I hold camps or classes and all of that, it's very exclusive and nobody else gets to see the projects. But I want to do something. I know my customers and my friends that buy the camps, it'd be fun to actually kind of make everything together. So this time I did it differently. I actually shipped the camps out the 21st, so almost 2 weeks ago, so that they would have them in time to be able to make them with me. I don't usually do it this way, so I'm excited to even hear your feedback if you've enjoyed the summer stamp camp, 3 days of stamping together. And also if you got the kit ahead of time, if you enjoyed being able to follow along, or I know sometimes I go a little faster, so you might just make them afterwards, complete them. Oh, guess who's here today? It's Lola. And you can hear her barking in the background because she was supposed to have a grooming appointment this morning, so I was gonna drop her off and come to work. Well, her appointment was yesterday. I totally missed it. It's just, that's what happens. So anyway, she's here still with us today. So I'm gonna pull you guys up also as well on my main page, so that way I can read your comments. We can read it together. That's what I wanna do. All right, so Michelle said, hi Lola. I know, she was with us here yesterday too. So the first things first, we have a winner from yesterday's live. So we will have another winner today. So we are, if you have comments, if you share this video, and so you can share it right now, you can share it if you're watching the replay, then your name is gonna go into a random drawing. And our winner for yesterday's is May Laplow. So May, I actually have your shipping address. You ordered my last class. I remember your name because I loved the name May. And I thought if I had a little girl, I would name her May too. I think it's beautiful. So May is our winner, and congratulations to her. She'll be getting a brand new embellishment in the mail and another little gift that I have for everybody. So today is the same thing. So go ahead and share away and comment away. I'll be here and I'll actually get to read along with you today. So we have 4 more cards to show. So I'm going to jump right in. And these were designed by my very good friend and partner, Ange McKay. And so I'm following along and making them right along with you guys. I had to print the tutorial, so we give a tutorial to everybody who ordered the classes. We give step-by-step instructions and pictures on how to put the class together as well. And if you are on my Creative Corner site, then they're on there too. I actually posted those back on Tuesday, so you can print those and copy and have all the measurements as well. So today, though, we are going to be putting together 4 more cards using the Plentiful Plants suite. Many of you have been emailing me and are like, I loved that. I never even thought about it. And guess what? The paper is probably the star of the show, especially today. Angie used the paper a lot. And guess what? It's on sale. So Stampin' Up! Announced starting today that there's 8 or 9 designer series papers that are on sale for 15% off. And this paper is on there, so that's pretty exciting for all of you. Even if you took the camp, you may use a lot of it. We used quite a bit, so you might want to get another pack. So you've got some more. I know I am already pretty much out of 2 of the patterns. I hope I have enough for my cards today because I've been using it so much. So you can stock up and get another one, or if you haven't purchased it yet, now is the time to get on because it is on sale. I think it's only $9.78. May, you're welcome. She congratulated. Yes, awesome. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm going to point you down to my work surface so we can get started. I'm so glad you guys are here. And By the way, I told you I had a couple extra kits left over. I believe I still have 2 left. So if you did not get the stamp camp and you would like one, just send me a message. And my first 2 messages I get, I will give you the link to be able to purchase it. All right, so I'm gonna pull out my piece here. And the first one we're gonna start is right here on top. And you need a piece of cinnamon cider, evening evergreen, and another piece, and some basic white. The only piece you're going to need for this one is going to be this beautiful brick. Remember, I love this beautiful brick. And we're going to cut this to 1 1/4 by 4. So I'll do the 1 1/4 piece first, and it's by 4. And then we cut the evening evergreen 1 3/8 by 4. Ange likes to really use those 1/8 inch increments, which will give you a 1/16 inch border. So I love that because you get to have that when you make her cards, and then mine are usually, I do 1/4 inch borders typically. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this together down on this piece of evening evergreen that is already cut for you in your kit, right? And then this is I'm gonna stamp first, because if we mess up, that way we have, so you're definitely gonna need your evening evergreen stamp pad. For those of you who have not been here, this is your first day, these are the 5 stamp pads that we used in the entire class. We only have to have 5 of them. Soft succulent, evening evergreen. These are 2 brand new colors, 2 brand new greens that are in the in colors. So love those. Cinnamon cider is a last year's in color. Just jade, last year's in color, and then gray granite. So these are some specialty colors that will only be around for a couple years. So we're gonna take the evening evergreen, which I've already used a ton, and it's not even Christmas yet. So for Christmas, this is gonna be really awesome. We're gonna take To a Dear Friend. Hey, I need to give you guys an update from yesterday, right? Like I got lots of messages. I found my stamp, and I was so excited about that, right? And the funny thing is it was on the back of my chamois. And I didn't even look there. I looked in my chamois because my chamois was open, and I looked in there, but it was on the back of my chamois. And some of the people who were watching the replay went back and watched it and saw me stick it there. So anyway, I found it. Everything is all okay. Now I can use that stamp again. So I'm gonna stamp the To a Dear Friend down at the bottom there. Look how, anyway, back to my original thought process. This evening evergreen is going to be awesome for Christmas. Cannot wait to do all the Christmas cards with it. All right, then this is going to get glued down to here down at the bottom. This card's actually really simple. It just, as always, it's just going to take a little bit of time. Don't glue that down yet. We got to glue this piece down to the green first. So this is our basic white. And the basic white is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Yay, I found it. I know, I was so happy. Because I love that. That is that's one of my favorite stamps in that whole set are those string of pearls. Anyway, I should take a picture of my string of pearls at home if you guys don't believe me that I've had it for 2 years and it's dead, but it still looks so beautiful. I love it. All right, so glue that down. See how this just gives you a very thin line border. Now this gets laid down here because it goes from edge to edge with that evening evergreen. The evening evergreen is 4 by 5 1/4. So that's gonna get glued down now to our piece of cinnamon cider. All right, and fold that in half with now we can glue this down. All right, so this card is, actually, if you're looking at Ange's tutorial, it's card number 2, because I did card number 1 yesterday. So this is card number 2, and that goes right on there. Look at that. Now it's a perfect little ledge for you to decorate with plants. So in Ange's card, she used several different plants, and she fussy cut them out of the paper. So we all have established that Ange loves to fussy cut. And if any of you, so this is the paper that has all these different plants. They're already in their pots, so you don't have to do much building of them. You just have to fussy cut them. Well, look, this one here she used, and voila, I magically fussy cut that one done already. I know, that was like super, super fast, right? And then I need to fussy cut one of these pots here, like this. We've all established that Rhonda is not, and this one could absolutely, there's a die for this too. Rhonda is not in love with fussy cutting. So my plans tonight, hope you guys can join me, is I am going to, because Ange McKay is doing this every night as well, same days, and today's her day 3. And so if you guys aren't watching her already, you want to. She does like, I don't know, 3 or 4 Facebook Lives every week. She's an incredible resource for stampers. And so you want to make sure you're watching hers too. So make sure you watch hers tonight, because we're going to get on there. And if this fussy cutting is not your thing, you're welcome to get on there and heckle her. My plans are to let her have it. And you can join me in that if you would like to. There's one more plant we have to fussy cut, and let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Well, let's see. Oh, I just magically fussy cut this one too while you weren't even paying attention. And then I have this one already fussy cut too. So let's go ahead. I'm going to glue this one down. I know, are you just amazed at how fast I cut that one out? We're gonna put this one down first here. And then the other ones we are going to put down with dimensionals. So the next one is going to be this pot, and there is this greenery on there. Now I am not going to fussy cut that one out, because sometimes when I fussy cut, it looks like a kindergartner cut it. So, and I know it's just because I'm not patient. It's not, it's just me. But this one, hooray, has a die for it. So I'm gonna run that through. Oh no, it doesn't. That's right. It doesn't. This one there is one that does though, that's just like that. Let me see which one it is. I can't, which one is it? There we go. It's not that one. It's this one. It's this one right here. That's the one we want to use. So I'm going to just put this one through the die cut. There's 2 that are very, very similar. Oh my gosh. Hi, Erica. Erica's here. Are you going to watch me this whole hour, Erica? I thought you're at work. So Erica works at a daycare with lots and lots of little kids, and she loves them. She comes home and tells me stories about how they threw up on her and how, she just loves these kids so much, talks about them all the time. And I'm always like, oh my gosh, Erica, that sounds like a sharp stick in the eye to me. Like, she's so patient. So she's probably taking a little break, or maybe showing her, oh look, that was perfection. Okay, so that's much better than me fussy cutting. So that's done. All of those plants are done. Look how fast we made that happen. So we have to just now, again, like we did yesterday and the other days, is we just get to put everything together. So there's all of our plants and our pieces. At the top of this one, we're gonna put this little flower right here. That's the one that we did. And then we wanna put dimensionals back there. All right. So Erica usually during the summer works with me in my studio. Last year she worked, oh my gosh, about 3 or 4 days a week. But this year she's choosing to work at a daycare center instead. She likes kids better than she likes playing with paper crafts. I'm hoping that changes as she gets older. We'll see. All right, let's put it together. Next one is this one. Here we go. And again, just you're gonna be building this up. I really do love how Ange definitely, let's put this one, okay, it's over here. All right. Gives you such a variety here. I teach kindergarten, trust me, yours is better. I agree, Michelle. I completely agree. I love my kids, but I don't have the patience to deal with other people's kids. All right, so there is our beautiful plants for today, right? And then last but not least, what we've done with all of our cards mostly is sprinkle on the genial gems. They just make the perfect little finish to any of our cards. So Ange did the same thing. We both love to sprinkle on these gems, and they're nice and flat, so it won't cause any extra postage, but it just gives a perfect little pop for today. All right, so there's the first one. Let's move on to our second one. Who watched yesterday? Did you guys all watch yesterday? If you missed it, let me show you the beautifulness that we made. We made this card with that. So awesome. We made this card that opens up. So awesome. And then we made Ange's card. This one, as Michelle said, it was a workout, but it's really, really worth it. So those were yesterday's cards. Plus we had 3 more from the day before. All right. So next up, let's go to, get our little packet of cardstock. It's right here. And the next little packet here. So whenever you get my packages, they're actually in order. So if you just find the back, then these 3 pieces all go together. So don't just empty the whole package out, because then you'll have a whole big mess, right? First thing we're going to do is we need to cut our designer series paper, and we're going to be using this pattern right here. This one that it looks like a rainforest. And we're going to cut this at we're going to cut this at 1 1/8 by 5 1/4. There's my Ange for you. She likes those. So whenever I do like a 1 inch or anything less than 1 1/4, I measure over here. It's so much easy. Ginny ordered the bundle today. Awesome. I had a couple of my customers order the bundle today. I watched their orders come through. So you're gonna love it. Then it's by 5 1/4. So I'm not sure why that 1 1/8, that little eighth is gonna make the biggest difference. Right? So this is gonna get glued down to the side, one of the sides of the right-hand side, over here. And it should be, hopefully that white piece is by 4 by 5 1/4. And if it hangs over at all, because you didn't do perfection, you just trim that baby off. Next up, we're gonna try something a little different, because I want to put this scallop piece. So this is that scalloped contour that we used yesterday, and Angie used it too. We both love it. So I want to glue this down to here first, just so we have a little ruffle, this little scallopy ruffle that's going to come out over here on the side. Sorry. All right. Now, I always make it a little bit longer than you need when I do your packages, just so that you want to make sure that you don't want it to be too short. So if it's too long, you can just trim it off. Now we're going to glue this down to your card. So if you are following along with me, hopefully you didn't glue that down like I did. Now this is going to get glued down. It should be perfect to our card. There you go. Beautiful. Then our next step is our ribbon, the soft succulent ribbon, which was on back order already for quite a while. So it came off. I had ordered some right away for people who ordered right away, and then luckily it came off before the camps shipped. I just got it like the day or 2 before the camps shipped. So this one, we're just gonna go ahead, and Ange tied a knot. She did not do a bow. So gotta save some time somewhere. So we're just gonna tie a knot up there. If you prefer a bow, then you are welcome to tie a bow. I'm copying Ange's card exactly. So just go ahead so I wasted a lot of ribbon there because I was thinking it was gonna be a bow. So just trimmed that off there. Now, let's stamp the words, which doesn't really matter because if I messed it up, I already glued that down. She chose to use the words that are a little note with the biggest thanks. And we're using the Evening Evergreen again. So it's good for year round. What time is Ange? Ange is gonna be on at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So she's more for the night owls. I am the afternoon owls, and she is the night owl. So actually it's because Ange works during the day. She's also a teacher. Can you believe that? Like, she's so busy, but she's also a teacher. All right, next up we have the, we're got to do some stamping. So go into that package of the scrap paper that I gave you, and you'll need some of the white. Oh my gosh, I didn't put my leftovers over. Arlena, do you mind grabbing me just a piece of basic white? I think I took care of it yesterday. So you need this has been stamped and ran through. So this one here, and then the pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp those, and then we can run them through. Arlena's getting me some scrap white paper. I'm always so grateful when I'm doing these when my partners are here, my helpers, because I already used that one. There we go. And it looks like on that last card, oh no, that's another one. All right, so now we're gonna ink that up with the cinnamon cider is for the, just a little, that's good, just for a couple plants. Thank you, perfect. Cinnamon cider is for our pot, and then the other one is soft succulent. All right, so let's go ahead and just stamp those real quick, and I can probably run them both through at the same time. So there's the pot with cinnamon cider, and then the soft succulent. It does have the most lovely sentiments, Shelly. You are absolutely right. I think it does. And then it's soft succulent is for the, there. And then we're going to just run those through really quick. I personally always like to look for, when I look for stamp sets, that I love the images. I look at the images, and then the next thing I do is I look at the words, because I love the words. Cards are a lot about how they look, but also about how they make people feel when they read them. So this one has, like you said, that's exactly what I told Ange when we were working with it, is how much I actually fell in love with the fonts. The fonts of the words are really pretty, and then the sayings on the words. So this is kind of like a twofer, where you get the really cool plant images, but then you also get the cool words that you can use on other things. Arlena, can I ask for one more favor? Yeah. Well, at least it might be more later down the road. We'll see. But can you grab me the pillow gift that we sent everybody? Is there one that's done? Yes. We had one left over. All right, okay, now we're almost done. We're going to put the little plant behind there, and thank you. I want to show you guys, because I use these words on one of the things what page are Ange's demos on? She is North Shore Stamper. I've shared it a couple times, but I'll share it again today. Yes, thanks, Christina. Man, you are Johnny on the spot. So, yep, North Shore Stamper. And Ange and I, she's in Canada. So we do a lot of our classes together, a lot of our events, because I'm not allowed to ship to Canada, and I have a lot of Canadians that want to order my classes, and she cannot ship to the US. So, so she will have me service her customers in the US, and I service her customers that are in Canada. So it works out really, really, really well. So if you are a customer of Ange's and you ordered the kit from me, I hope you loved it. And same thing, I've got Canadian customers as well that order as well. Look at that, I made a mess. So I need to be really careful. This is the string of pearls that I lost yesterday, and I found it. So this is the Evening Evergreen, and I'm gonna be very careful to not, because look at that. I was a little aggressive tapper. When you ink up your stamps, I always tell my customers, you don't have to be aggressive with it. I'm gonna clean that off right now, because you know me, I'm gonna get that green ink everywhere. Yesterday, look, I already have my ink everywhere, and I am going to put this stamp right back where it belongs so that I don't lose it again. All right, we're almost done. Last thing we just need is some dimensional. So this card was actually really easy, super simple. just a little bit of stamping and die cutting, and then the rest of it was really easy. This is gonna get, love our dimensionals. And so that, look at that, look how cool that is with that string of pearls in the background. It just makes it, then while you have your dimensionals out, go ahead and put them on the back of this white piece. And I love how Ange stamps very much like me in this, where she does a lot of color on color. That's exactly what I do too. Let's see if I can keep this card white and not full of ink that I have all over my hands. All right, and then we'll just put this down here. So our thick basic white, it's perfect for your card bases. And then we just put this right on the front. It is so pretty. Hi, Betty. And last but not least, we did a little bit of sprinkle of the gems. Beautiful. We did both colors on this one, and we did some of the little ones, some of the big ones. Oh, where's my picker tool? There we go. There we go. That's works so much better. I gotta get some more putty up there. I used, I hope it's not all out. There we go. Nope. And then we'll just add a little bit of the gems there. If you guys don't have the picker tool, and it's not what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I call it the picker upper. But it also has the back, it has a little spatula, so you can like spatula stuff off. And then it also has a dagger. If you need to protect yourself, you can go to your picker tool. But it also does like paper, poking out and paper piercing and all that kind of stuff. But that's really sharp, so make sure you keep your little thing on there. All right, there is card number 2. I love this one. This might be one of my favorites because it wasn't too hard, and it's actually really pretty. So I wanted to show you this. This is what I sent whenever you purchase my camps and actually my retreats, a lot of my things. I love to, what I call surprise and delight, and just put little things in there, little gifts in there. So this time we we found these little terracotta pots, and take your pick tool. Thanks, Michelle. I knew somebody on there. I just call it the picker. I appreciate it. So this is, lots of you guys wear smarty pants on me. And we filled it up with those cream-filled caramels, which are my favorite. And also, they're a lot of our favorites. We just created a quick little tag using the Plentiful Plants and then put it on with our twine. Now, some of my customers told me that their pot got broken in shipping, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm sure the caramels will still really good, and you could eat those. So this was my little gift that we sent. My favorite thing is to just kind of surprise and make my customers happy, and I love to give them little gifts that it's like one of my favorite things to do. So that was the gift that we surprised everybody with on this one. Ange usually makes something too, and so that is kind of fun. All right, and we make something sometimes similar and sometimes they're different. All right, our next one is, let's move to our next one that we got. We only have 2 cards left. This one is card number 4, and it's To a Dear Friend. So it's gray granite and some strips and a little label there. So we're going to take the gray granite and we are going to fold it in half. And we need, she did use the piece that I'm about out of. I think I have just a big enough piece. Because this is going to be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I think that's exactly the size that I have here. So this is all I have left of this piece. Perfect. It's exactly 2 3/4. Sweet. So that one piece, and then we have the brick bottom. But my brick is going the wrong way. So we got this is the piece you need now. And you want to make sure that your bricks are going the right direction. Yes. You have not eaten any of them yet, Michelle. Oh my gosh, they are so good. I love those caramels. I want to tell you a funny story about them. We didn't order enough, so I thought, I'll just run to the store and just pick up some there. But oh my gosh, no place has them. Like, nowhere does. Like all caramels are sold out within, I don't know, like a half an hour radius from me. So I did have to order them again online. I got them from Amazon. I had to wait for them. So some of the packages went out a few days later, but because I couldn't find caramels and I wanted to ship caramels because if I shipped chocolate right now, it would probably melt in people's boxes. So caramels are a little safer during the summer. All right, so this was 2 by 5 1/4, and that goes down at the bottom. And then we have, this was 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, down to this piece of gray granite is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Amy asked, is this paper on sale? Yes. Why? Yes, Amy, it is. I already talked about that in the beginning. For people who want to stock up on it, or if you don't have it, now is the time to get it. I already ordered more of it even before the sale started. Because I'm already out of some of these really popular pieces. And this paper is good for the entire, it's a part of the new catalog. So it'll be around until, next April. So I definitely wanted to get more of it. All right, so our next step is to, again, pull some of that soft succulent ribbon. And we're gonna wrap this around right at the seam where the brick meets the paper. And again, Ange tied a knot. So again, if you want to do a knot or you can do a bow, either of them works. I love how the soft succulent goes with the gray. It's actually really, really pretty. I am gonna do a bow. I cut a lot this time again. I'll just do a cute little bow right here. So right now, for those of you who are watching, Arlena is packaging up the strawberry class. For those of you who took my really exclusive strawberry class, those are going out in today's mail too. We cut for it all morning and now Arlena is packaging it up. They sold out within like 48 hours. So if you didn't get it, they are all sold out. But just to those of you who ordered it, as a heads up, it's going out today. So you'll have that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just glue this down with dimensionals to the card front. And then we got some plants to build. You can tell that's kind of what we do. We just kind of create a platform for the plants, and then we just build up all the different plants that you have. So again, if you're following along on the tutorial, we're on card 4. This is the 4th card, and I'm gonna put this right on here already. So beautiful place to start building up some plants. The first thing we're gonna do is we have I'll do one more stamping. This label is the one that Ange used in her tutorial. For those of you who have it, is actually out of a brand new set of framelits that is not even available yet. So I used one that is out of the succulent, the soft or the potted succulent framelits, so that it is in the current catalog, just to give you a heads up. So the one that I sent you is just slightly like a different shape, but anyway, it still works. So we're gonna take To a Dear Friend. Do you guys have some dear friends that you can send that would like a card? I gotta clean this, I didn't clean it yet, because it was in the evergreen. The chamois is like a magic. It's like the magic chamois. So this will fit perfectly on that label. Look at that, just perfect. Clear mount stamps. I was one that loved the wood. Like I only used wood stamps. It's kind of like how I was just raised. I've been stamping since I was 24 years old with Stampin' Up, and I just couldn't leave the wood. Well, now obviously I love the clear, but it took me a little while to evolve. All right, next up is to fussy cut some plants. I, again, told you I'm not the most patient person when it comes to that. So we have the one here. We need to cut out this bottom. So I'm just gonna cut this bottom out. And there's like a little loops on that, but Ange cut off the loops, it looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this one out. So definitely some fussy cutting. If you're welcome to tell Ange that you're gonna pull her hair when you watch her tonight, if you would like to. But for those of you, but yesterday, a lot of people told me how much they love to fussy cut. So can we watch a strawberry class? No, Michelle, that was an exclusive one for people who purchased it. So that one, they get the tutorial sent to them. There is no video. I don't always do videos. So this was, again, this is a unique thing that I'm doing this time around. I don't normally do this. So, but the people who ordered that class, they will have the tutorial shipped to them. I do though put all, oh here we go. I do put all of my classes on my Creative Corner. So if you are not a member of Creative Corner and you want all of the directions and instructions, you can join there. So that's where you can watch that. All right, so this was the other plant she used, and this one does have a dye to it that I could have used. But she, in her directions, she did say that she fussy cut it, and this one is really not that hard to fussy cut. So I'm gonna cut this out really quick. Yep, and the strawberry class is being posted for those of you who are on Creative Corner. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate you so much. And it's gonna be loaded up today later, maybe late tonight or before. I have golf league tonight, so I'm trying to get all my work done before I leave for golf league. But it's supposed to rain, so if it rains, I'll get it up sooner. All right, so I'll put that pot there. So that was one of the pots that that's one of the flowers that she created. And then the other one she cut out, and I cheated. I didn't think you wanted to sit and watch me cut all that out. So these are the other two plants that she used out of that paper, and I did fussy cut them ahead of time. If you were trying to stamp along with me, I probably just jumped way ahead of you there. And then there is one piece of a die that she used. So this piece right here, you're gonna want to run this through with a piece of cinnamon cider. Make sure you get your little scrap bag out, and you should have some of it left in there. We gave you a piece, hopefully big enough that you could do all of this on. So all you need out of this one is this little like basket, this macrame basket. That's what she used on this card. Again, I love the layering of the cardstock, the paper, and then ink and stamps. Yep, Lucy is one of those that loves the fussy cutting. It's therapeutic and relaxing. I'll be honest with you, the reason why I cut those out ahead of time is because fussy cutting makes me curse. So Arlena was the only one who had to hear me sit over here cursing around. So it is not like bad curse words, but just definitely some not nice things. So it's therapeutic and relaxing for some, and it makes other people curse. So I love it that we are all a little bit different. All right, so there are your pieces that you need. There is, so that, I don't even see, let's see here. Die cut plant stand, percentage cards again. I hear, oh, there's a plant stand in there. Is that what she said? Oh, it's this piece right here, Rhonda, you nimwit. So let's do that one more time. Luckily, I have extra cinnamon cider up here. I didn't even see that die in there. Did you guys see that die? Did you guys see I was doing it wrong? I love it when you guys are watching the video and you're like, no, stop. But I didn't watch your comment. So you're actually supposed to use the plant stand. I didn't even realize that there was one in there. I'll have to use that one more. So the plant stand with a cinnamon cider. There we go. Now it's gonna be correct. All right, so that looks way more like the picture than what I just did. Make sure I don't lose my dies. I have a tendency to lose those too. That's why I love, love, love my magnetic thing, because it helps me. Okay, now it's time to just build up our pieces. I'm gonna get all the other mess out of the way. We have 3 plants. Back to, now you get to be like a little, I don't even know what you would call that, but somebody who, I'm gonna take this little plant stand and just put a little bit of glue up here at the top, and then glue that, oh boy, that was not good. get that off of there, put it on my jeans. This gets glued just right here that holds that, all right? And we are now also going, well, my computer died, so I can't see your comments, but we're almost done. We have just a couple more to go. Put your dimensionals there on the back of your projects. And this one, I already put the dimensionals back on there. And then here we go. We're just gonna layer this up. This one's gonna go first. And this part I'm not gonna glue down because you'll see that the other pieces are gonna hold that in place so it doesn't, so that it, oops, I need one up there though. You'll go through a lot of dimensionals in this class, but anybody who's listening takes my classes know you go through a lot of dimensionals in all my classes. I really like to use them a lot. All right, so then we're just gonna keep on building all this up. This is gonna go right here. See, I'm gonna put this over a little bit because that will hold that plant stand down and it won't be flapping all over the place. And then here's this one as well. And look, it's so cool how it kind of hangs down there. So I know as much as I wanted to pull Ange's hair on that one, it actually turned out super, super cute. And then To a Dear Friend just goes up here and kind of hangs off a little bit. And I put a bow on there so you can't see it well. There you go, To a Dear Friend. And of course you could sprinkle on some of our genial gems if you want to. Looks like we left it off on this one, but this card is, again, piecing together such beautiful work with these plants. So far, these are the 3 we made today. I'm gonna make one more, the last one I'm gonna put together for you. We have one more card. Oh, these are so cool. Last one is using, we got this cute little, all right, we got some cinnamon cider, we got our thick basic white, and then we have this little piece here that we're going to emboss. Alina, do you mind embossing this for me? It needs to be embossed with the Tasteful Textiles. So when we don't always do the embossing for you, so I'm gonna have Arlena emboss that. It just makes it look more like it's a wood shelf. If you don't have an embossing folder, then you can just put it regular. It still looks pretty good. All right. This one, we're going to need to cut our designer series paper again, and we used some really awesome wood grain. We used this wood grain, and the piece that you need for this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Oops, that's only 3. So let me find another piece, which is not really, here we go. So I'm gonna do it, look at all mine's all cut up. So 3.5 by 4 3/4. This is why you need to buy more paper today. And that's gonna get glued down to a piece of that cinnamon cider that's already been cut for you. That is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Awesome, so there's that. Thank you, my friend. All right, so, oh, I can't see anything. All right, we got, there's 3 different flowers on this one project. And so we are going to, these are also, some of them are cut out of paper, and some of them, I think most all of them are cut out of the paper. So we need our vase bottoms. We're going to use this vase bottom here. The other ones I cheated and fussy cut out this stuff ahead of time, just so that you wouldn't have to sit and watch me for a half an hour. But it actually, I exaggerated. It took maybe 5 minutes before I started. So but that's 5 minutes that you didn't have to watch me. This one you're gonna have to watch a little bit. So last night, I announced my summer retreat in a box, and I posted it on my Creative Escape Facebook group. And I always give them first dibs. So if you're not on you can look it up. It's Creative Escape Retreats. I always give them first dibs. And so I have the email to send out to my email list set for 3 o'clock. So in 10 minutes, you should be getting an email from me to be able to sign up for the retreat in a box. I tell you that because it sells out every time and usually within 24 hours. So as of just with my group, I think half of them have already been taken. So when that gets announced, make sure you jump on it. And so if you're thinking about it, don't hesitate, because if you hesitate and say, oh, let me think about it, then what happens is it totally sells out. So then I need one more pot, and it's on the back of this pretty wood paper. I just gotta find the right one that Ange used. It looks like it has like little dots on it. I might have not have any of it left because I've used so much of this paper. I don't see it. So we're gonna use this one here. Right. You can also, there you go. I'm gonna use this pot. So you can always improvise. So anyway, the summer retreat in a box did go live last night just to my Facebook group. But then you guys can, if you're on my email list, I emailed it out and you'll have it at 3 o'clock. I have it set today to go out at 3 o'clock. All right, now I need this guy right here. I'm just gonna cut him out because he's so close over here. And I just need to run one thing through. Again, Ange did her really cool thing where she mixed the paper with cardstock. It gives you such different, like all plants are different textures and styles. So, and I have learned so much through this summer stamp camp. I thank you guys with the names of these plants. The first day I was really fumbling. So this is the snake tongue. I think that's what they call it, snake. And then the string of pearls, and then we have this one too, which, oh gosh, it has been hand trimmed. Let me just try to do this really quick. And the summer retreat in a box, just so I'll finish talking about that, is you get everything that my retreat attendees get. Usually I do a retreat 4 times a year, but since COVID happened, I've been doing them just all online. I've always done them online, but it's a very limited number of boxes because I always let, obviously, my live attendees come first, and then whatever box is left over, then I will sell online. We do a very limited number because, guys, like, it is like birthing a baby. It is so much work. It is, I have a team of probably 4 of us that work on it for literally a month straight. We've already started working. The pillow gifts alone take like 3 weeks to a month to put together. So we can only do so many. People always say, well, why don't you do more? I'm like, yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? I would need 20 people. So we only do a certain amount of boxes and then that's it. So so you'll get a bag, an exclusive bag that we pick out. You get over $50 in product that we use. And this time we're using the What's Cookin' bundle. It's really fun cards, so fun. And then you get 5 different pillow gifts. We do nameplates. We also offer optional classes. So it's really cool that you get to do that like right from your home. And my regular attendees, they have to pay for the retreat, which is $150. And then they have to pay for their hotel and all their food. So it's like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which is totally worth it. Like, we have so much fun together, but it's expensive. So you get to it's actually a lot cheaper too by doing it online. And also you're going to get a bunch of make and takes. This time I think we figure you're gonna be doing about 12 make and takes. So we did a few extra this time. So you'll get all the supplies you need for the make and takes. So there's that plant. Then this one has this one. So again, we just build up our plants just like we did on the other ones. I should make you guys vote on what your favorite card was. And then lastly, we have this one, and I got one more thing to run through. It's this little ferny piece right here. Again, I think it's really cool how you do mix the cardstock. So you should have one last piece of scrap paper for the evening evergreen. And let's run that through really quickly. And then we're ready to assemble our plants. All right, I haven't been able to see your comments for the last 10 minutes. My computer died. I didn't realize that it was that low. But I'll go back through and read them if you guys have any questions for me. Yeah, and so if you're not already on my email list, that's the place where I always give my email list first dibs on everything. So like the straw, those are just where you gotta be. If you go to my website, if you're not already on my email list, if you go to my website, it'll pop up and you can just join right there. rondawade.com. In case you're wondering what my website is, it's pretty easy. It's my name. All right, here we go. Let's assemble. We have our shelf that's gonna go up here towards the top, and it's kind of offset a little bit. Oh, she has her wood going the other way. You can have your wood going any way you want to. Then our stamping for this one is You Touched My Heart. Aw, I love that one. You Touched My Heart with the Evening Evergreen. Ange used pretty much just the Evening Evergreen. So her cards, you really only just needed that one color. Oh man, I put that at the wrong place. Did you see what I did? I might have to, let's see if I can pull this off without ripping it. I did, it's pretty good. All right, that takes some talent to fix mistakes. Put this on there. Now it goes like that. We're all good. Put our dimensionals on the back of our flowers. Oh, we did on that one already, just the other ones here. And we are almost done. Thank you guys for being a part of my summer stamp camp. We will do this again. Ange and I do stamp camps about every other month. So I'm sure we'll be doing one maybe for the fall or even for Halloween. We have some incredible new Halloween products that are super fun. So I could see maybe Ange and I doing something really fun for Halloween. But we do stamp camps. We've done them. We did a love one. We did a beachy one. We did a spring break. We've done several of them. So I know that you can count on us to do another one soon. Probably, like I said, about every couple of months we do one together. All right, You Touched My Heart. I am going to, then she added some of the genial gems, and I want to add on some twine. This is not on Ange's card, but my card had it on every single one of them because I love it. So I'm going to add it to Ange's card. We're going to take just a linen thread bow. If you, I think I told everybody, I believe I have 2 camps left over that are cut for. So I just got to order your product and then I'll ship it out to you. So it'll be a couple days. And if you just message me, and then my first 2 messages I get, I will, let's do it on, what do you think? I'm gonna put it on that one. There you go. And then let's take our genial, pick your tool. Is that what you guys called it? There you go. And we'll just sprinkle those on a little bit. I hope you loved all of the projects. I loved being with you 3 times this week. Normally I just come like once a week, but this time I came. Here's our finished product. Do you love it? All right, so now I can see your comments again. I'm sorry if you asked me questions and I missed them. I'm gonna see. Okay, so looks like my Michelle Zignet was answering questions for me. Thank you. I love you so much. So appreciate you. All right, I will, I don't have a green thumb either. I'm terrible. Just so bad about it. So anyway, these are our cards we made today. We made this one. So in case you're just joining, you can go back. And we made this one. I think this actually might have been my favorite. I think it's because I just love that string of pearls. And then this one, I really do love this plant here. I like how it hangs down a lot. So I know 3 times this week, Suzanne. Hopefully you guys didn't get sick of me. And then this was our very first one that we did. So over the course, we made 10 different, we made 9 cards and then 4 note cards that were in a box. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stamp camp with me. It's at 3 o'clock. I have it set to go out. So it's probably Oh, I just saw, I got notice that it went out. So if you're on my email list, I think it just went out for my summer retreat. And if you, whoops, I just hit the camera, sorry. I'm just already, thank you. They were all beautiful. I appreciate you guys spending this time with me. And also, if you took the camp, I really would love your feedback. If you enjoyed me making them live, or if you preferred how, oh, there's Lola, or if you prefer when I just email you the information, I really just would love your feedback. And I will be, and those of you who did take the camp, I will be emailing you tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you the recordings of all of the videos. So I'm going to upload them to YouTube and then share them with you. And then we'll also obviously email you the tutorials all over again, even though you already have them. Anyway, so thanks for being here. Have a great summer for all of you. It's really warm here and humid in Michigan, which is great because it's been super, super hot, or it's been super cold and rainy lately. So you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. I will be back. I have a really cool couple projects to show you next week. All right, bye-bye.